I am grateful for the opportunity to speak in this debate on an issue that is incredibly important to thousands of women in my constituency of Eastleigh and their families. I would also like to pay tribute to the WASPI campaigners who are here today and all my constituents who have campaigned tirelessly on this issue. This debate is about justice, it's about fairness, and it's about doing what is right. Liberal Democrats have said all along that we support fair and fast compensation for all the women who were unfairly impacted by the changes to the state pension age. They include my constituent Mary. Instead of retiring and receiving a pension in 2016 when she reached 60, as she had been expecting all her working life, she then found herself, in her words, having to live on virtually nothing for 6 years. Ill health following breast cancer combined with the side effects of chemotherapy left her too tired to do very much at all. Then there is Karen. Karen's life was upended when she took voluntary redundancy in 2016, believing she only had 3 years until her state pension, only to discover that she had 6 years to wait. The unexpected delay left her struggling financially while caring for an elderly mother, a severely disabled sister, and young grandchildren. Karen is deeply disillusioned with the government's decision to ignore the Ombudsman's finding, and frankly, who can blame her? She feels lifelong injustices faced by women of her generation, from being denied equal workplace rights after having children to the state pension age changes, have been systematically ignored. Mary and Karen, like so many of my constituents who were impacted by the changes to the state pension age, feel incredibly let down by the government. After so long of being ignored by the previous Conservative government, they really believe the MPs who told them they supported their claim for fair and fast compensation. The government should be compensating these women because it is the right thing to do. Many of the women in my constituency who were impacted found themselves in dire circumstances with little to live on, forced to take low-paid jobs to make ends meet, in some cases turning to food banks. These are not wealthy women, and the unexpected loss of income, the fact that they had to work much longer than they were expecting, has had a huge impact on their lives and the lives of their families. That's in addition to having to cope with the loss of the winter fuel allowance, particularly challenging when it has been so bitterly cold. Many of them are also unpaid carers. There is also the wider issue of feeling as though they don't matter to this government, that because they are women of a certain age, they are somehow invisible. These women were born in the 1950s. They spent years working and raising families. Many of them will now have caring responsibilities, and frankly, the way they have been treated by successive governments is appalling. They deserve respect, and they deserve to be treated with dignity. So I'm afraid that this has been incredibly badly handled by the government. We all recognise that the previous Conservative government left the country in an absolute mess, and there are so many issues that need fixing, including most urgently NHS and social care, but that doesn't make this head-in-the-sand approach right. The Parliamentary Ombudsman said very clearly that there had been maladministration, and the Secretary of State and the government accepted that there had been maladministration. To turn around and say, we're sorry about what happened, but we just don't have the money to compensate you, simply isn't good enough. These women feel betrayed. Telling them that 90% of them knew about the changes when the Ombudsman found that that wasn't the case is gaslighting. Indeed, the Ombudsman stated that 43% of the women knew. That's quite a difference. And if the government continues to ignore the Parliamentary and Health Service Ombudsman's recommendation for compensation, it raises the question, what is the point of the Ombudsman? I would ask the Minister, where else can people turn if they are victims of maladministration or wrongdoing and feel that no one is listening to them? Many women maintain they didn't receive letters at all, and the DWP does not have a record of who it wrote to. I can well believe this. If you've had any dealings with the DWP, either as a private citizen or on behalf of constituents, you'll know what a nightmare it can be. And I suspect if you ask many people, even now, do you know the exact date you can retire and receive the state pension, they probably wouldn't know. So I urge the government to reconsider its response and look at providing a scheme of compensation, starting with those on pension credit. We know that the government is facing incredibly difficult challenges, but ignoring the voices of thousands and thousands of women is a huge mistake. This issue is not going to go away.